is our emergency management cabinet. You'll find the same cabinet at the university campus as well as the Memorial campus. This is how it would look when it's closed. And it's actually, when you find it, it will be locked with a code card lock on the top, telling you that it has been checked inside and not tampered with. So you open the cabinet up. This particular cabinet at university campus is actually stored in the decon shower itself. You can actually see the shower head up there. So if you do need the shower, or if it's used for a mass casualty incident out on the ambulance bay, before you unlock it, you can actually wheel the cart. It'll fit through this doorway, and you can bring it out to the ambulance entrance. So now we go through what's in the cart, and these are all tools that will help you when you're doing the triage and the decontamination of patients that require decontamination. These are charts that are rolled up for your use to remind you of the colors for mass casualty triaging, or start triaging as we know it. With one's marked up from its last use, but it can be reused. It's a erasable marker. Wherever you designate that those patients are going to go. So if you decide that your red patients are going to be in the trauma rooms, that's where you would put it, and you post this up on the wall with some duct tape so that your transport staff have a reminder as to where patients are going. To stage some of the patients outside, you'll find this treatment area flag kit. And inside it, you'll just find small flags that are red, green, yellow, or black, so that you can put those flags in your designated areas. This whole right-hand section are resource guide tools. There are also patient belonging bags, and this is just a sample. When a patient is undergoing decontamination, we have a case of these that are in our decontamination trailer, but you can put a patient's belonging in there and then rip off the adjacent seal and put it on the patient's wrist so that they are matched with their belongings. All of these black bags that you see are the pre-packed decontamination kits. So they will have your suits, your booties, your gloves, your PAPR filters, and your PAPR hoods. We have a bullhorn. You know, and we always talk about for mass casualty triage, you want to decompress your incident. If you've made an announcement out on your ambulance dock that all green patients are going to go over to the right, for example, you'll decompress the green patients away from the yellow and the red to be able to further triage. Different types of tape that are labeled. We have some that say triage area, some that say restricted area. Of the tent displays, these are considered just-in-time trainings, so that so these up here are part of our what we call our smart packs. If you wear a belt, you can actually just Velcro this on the side of your belt. And what it does is, as you open it up, if we had to triage people here, generally they come triaged, but if the incident was here and we had to triage them, this will open up like a pack. You'll have your triage cards in here. You'll have some snap and glow light sticks if it's dark out, and these go in the red patients to list them as a priority. We have a Braslo tape in here, and then we also have a tally sheet so that you can actually tally how many patients you've triaged. Here's your triage little cheat sheet for your start triage, and then there's a tally sheet so you can mark off each time you have a red, green, or yellow to be able to report off how many people you've received. On the left is your decon vests, and these are, because you're wearing PPE, these are washable vests, and these will identify individuals so they can go over the vest area. This here is our hazmat CAD, and this is a device that safety will come down and use as well, and this is to determine chemical exposure. It's checked on a monthly basis, and this we can check for weapons of mass destruction. And ED personnel have been trained in that use as well. This is our bag of tourniquets that we have, and that's a new add-on. After the Boston Marathon, we added a surplus of tourniquets, the ready tip tourniquets, to our disaster cart. This blue bucket is our radiation safety. And so it'll have materials in it like our meters, PPE that's different than your chemical PPE, is our PPE microphones. And so what it does is it's a little collar that goes around your neck, goes on the outside so that people can hear you under your suits. Down below we have some tarps, and that's to mark areas off. Again, you see a black, a yellow, a red, and there's a green one in there if you want to mark your areas off as triage. And then we have some stand-up signs as well that'll tell you decon area, triage area, do not enter. Here's your code card locks. So once you've inventoried, after you inventory your cart and everything is there, by the checklist you can put the lock on it, and then from that point forward your check only includes verifying that the cart is locked.